Hello, my name is Anjani, and this is a short video about dreams and how to use your dreams in your evolution. So, I put together a few workbooks for unprogramming and understanding the programs that you run unconsciously, which dictate 95% of your life. So, the workbooks have a lot of really good material for understanding the program, stopping the program, and then rewriting, choosing something else, and eventually being able to dissolve programs altogether and live fully in the moment using more of intellect, intuition, and body consciousness. So it's a process. Usually, some people I think can hear it and end it and change right away, but for many people, there is this sort of process. So one thing I haven't wrote anything about or talked about is dreams, and this is something that I have used for years in getting what I want and changing things that I don't want and being able to work in that space of my unconscious mind. So I think one reason I haven't talked about it is because I'm not sure that many people have this connection with their dreams, but I think that everybody can. It's something that you can cultivate. So I've always had a vivid dream life, but until I started working with the dreams on purpose, it was just kind of like watching a movie in my sleep and then having a memory of it when I wake up in the morning. But now it's actually something very useful and beneficial. So I'm going to share that with you today. So the first thing you want to do is, as you're preparing to go to sleep, give yourself about 20 minutes where you completely honor your physical body. Give thanks for everything your body has done. The flesh, in India they do massage, just rub some oil onto the body, do your teeth care, your mouth care. Give yourself about 20 minutes for whatever things you want to do to honor your physical body. Something that is helpful sometimes too is just to have a journal where you just write nonsense. Just put a pen to the paper and just get out whatever you're thinking. You didn't want to say it to somebody, maybe it's dumb, or you think it's not important, but it's just sort of nagging in your mind. Sit for about 5 minutes and just let your pen go, even if you're just saying, oh, that Anjani told me to do this and I'm just writing and I feel like this, blah blah blah, just whatever, just to dump the data from your mind, get it out onto some paper that it's not, you don't need to keep it in a journal necessarily. It might be nice to have a journal that's just your data dump journal. And then when you get ready to go to bed, have another journal. This is going to be your special dream journal. So in that journal, what I do a lot of times is I'll write something down, whatever it is that I'm working on or something that I want to understand. Every time I do this, almost every time I have a great dream that sort of responds to my intention. Something I want to mention about intentions, I just said to somebody today that intentions are like sperm, and there's millions of them. And unless you plant that seed somewhere, it, it's kind of, I don't want to say useless, but what does it do? You know what I mean? So if you take that intention, put it onto a piece of paper, it actually has a place to go where it can move, it can grow just like a seed. If you plant a seed into soil, the seed is useless until you put it in the soil. So let this be like that. You put down an intention, whatever it is. Usually I'll do it about information, something that I want to understand, something that I want to reconceive, have some new mental conception. Write that down. So what I'm saying is I don't know if it works for like wishes, like, oh, I wish. It's not a wish journal. It's something that you're communicating with this other part of yourself. So write it down. I want to understand about time. I want to understand, show me this. Or if you're having some problem, one entry in my dream journal said, shake me out like a rug and just, toss me around, and whatever it is that I need to see, show me that. And then set the journal somewhere by your bed. I keep a light. I'll just show. So my light looks like this. It's rechargeable, so I can charge it up. And then I just keep it by my bed. I think I got this for maybe $10 on Amazon. Really, really handy though, because I can turn it on and write in the middle of the night. My room is pitch black, so I need a light. And then my dream journal looks like this. I can fold it up, and then I can lay it flat. Really important whenever I want to write down something, because of, those books that are closed and they don't open all the way. It can be kind of awkward. So you want it to be as easy as possible, accessible, ready to go. The other thing is, don't keep a pen by it's fine, but sometimes I have found that when I write, here's all my dream entries for the last few months. If you write and the ink didn't work, or and gosh, if it's like that dream was so important, it was the answer to this business thing that I've been working on, and then it's not there, it's a real bummer. Because a lot of times when when I just write, I won't remember, but I knew I wrote it down, so I can come back to it later on and the information is there. So pencil, keep a pencil, or at least just make sure. I like to use these bright colored pens, because then I can see that it came out, because I've got my light here. I keep a few pens by the bed and a pencil, so just be prepared in that realm. Then in the middle of the night, when you have the dream, don't be afraid to, even if you don't think it's important, just to go ahead and write it down. Because the more that you do this, you're telling your subconscious mind that this is happening. I'm asking for information from this other realm that is a mystery, and I am, I've got this whole thing set up. I've got my light, I've got my notebook, I've got my pen that I'm going to use, and I'm writing down what comes through, what I understand, what I remember, writing it all down. And even if there's nothing for weeks and months, just keep doing it and keep doing it, because eventually, if this is for you, and if it's not, you're probably not watching this video. If it is for you, you're watching this video, and just do it. Just keep doing it. Eventually there's, so many things will unfold, and you'll understand things. And I can't speak for you. I have no idea, but I have really had some of the best experiences in my life in my dream world. And it bleeds over, because okay, so this is the part I wanted to mention. So when you have something that's hard, that you're stuck on, that, a pattern that you've been repeating, an addiction, something like that, you can work with that in the dreams. I feel like you need to get used to contacting yourself in the dream first, and, get comfortable in that realm. And, then you can really start doing some work, but it has to be a commitment. So now that I'm saying this, the other thing is coming in, that you can also just work through meditation. Meaning that in that meditative space, if dreams aren't for you at all, just practicing meditation and getting into that state, you'll be able to still do the same amount of work. Because what we want to do is contact that part that is pure awareness. This is the masculine part of everybody that holds space, the part of you that holds space for the feminine to move around and dance and play. Masculine is this awareness, consciousness, just holding space. And then the feminine part is what comes in. And that's where, most of us are. We're the activity, and we're doing things, and we're like having ideas and da 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 da. Getting used to being here in the silence, in the quiet, being held by your own awareness. So in sleep, you're able to get into that into that state and then watch the activity happen. And to me, it's like having both at the same time. So this is my Shiva Shakti merging in my dream time, because I have an awareness of that space holding and then the activity happening. And I can write down, something that I want to release or let go of. And I ask, show me how to do this. How can I do this? I want to do this, like putting it down and trusting that that's information is going to come through. So there you go, a couple of steps to working with your dreams and your sleep. If you have any questions or comments, I love to interact and engage, so feel free to send them through, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.